Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this horror movie which was released earlier this year. And I didn't really get to see this movie in theaters when it first came out because my Uncle Charles went and saw The Ministry of Ungentle Manly Warfare. And so, but not too long ago, recently, after getting this movie on Blu-ray, I got my chance to watch this movie, and today's horror movie review is going to be on Abigail. Abigail is from Radio Silence, the filmmakers behind horror hits Ready or Not, Scream 5 and 6. So the filmmakers of the movies I just mentioned, they bring a brash and bloodthirsty new version of vampires with Abigail. A heist team is hired by a mysterious fixer to kidnap the daughter of a powerful underworld figure. They must guard the 12-year-old ballerina for one night to net a $50 million ransom. As the captors start to dwindle by one, they discover that their mounting terror, that they're locked inside an associated mansion with no ordinary little girl. And then, yeah. And of course, this movie plays out as some sort of like a horror movie, but there are some times where this movie does feel like a vampire film. So, yeah. So, I got my chance to watch this movie on Movies Anywhere. I think it was like before this movie came to Peacock. So, after watching Abigail, I was actually pretty fascinated by Abigail, and I've been hearing lots of good things about Abigail, saying that it's probably one of this year's good horror releases that came out this year. And some of you guys out there still haven't seen Abigail yet, and probably wanting to save Abigail for your Halloween spooky season watching marathon for October. But for me, I actually got my chance to watch this movie on Movies Anywhere before this movie came to Peacock or something like that. And I'm gonna have to say, this movie was actually pretty great. I actually really enjoyed it. And I gotta say, and like I said, this movie is from the directors of Ready or Not, which I also really liked, Ready or Not, and of course Scream 5 and 6. Yeah. But Spyglass Media Group has no involvement with this movie, just Universal Pictures and, Radio Silence. Excuse me. And I gotta say, the horror aspects I think were handled pretty well here. And I gotta say, the blood and gore was actually pretty spot on for a vampire film. And I could definitely see how this movie's definitely R-rated for strong bloody violence and gore throughout, and language and brief drug use. Yeah, because this movie knows how to be good, and when it is a good time to do like a little jump scare or jump shock at some scenes. But that's basically how a horror movie like this is done right, the right way, that makes it a great film. And I gotta say, the performances were also great too. And I gotta say, Catherine Newton was in the film, and Catherine Newton I thought was pretty good in the film. And the girl who played Abigail in this film, I thought she did pretty good. And yeah, the Blu-ray comes in a slipcover. Oh yeah, Dan Stevens is also in the movie too, and he did pretty good as well. It's got some talented people in this film. Oh yeah, and the music is by Brian Tyler. Brian Tyler's music is really good. And oh yeah, and of course, oh yeah, and as for this one actor who passed away way too soon, which was very sad. Angus Cloud was also in the film too, and it's still very sad no matter what, because it's still sad that Angus Cloud is no longer with us, and he's been gone way too soon. Yeah. Yeah, and of course Abigail is one of Angus Cloud's last films he was in. And what makes it very nice about how this movie paid tribute to him. Abigail was dedicated to his loving memory. Yeah, this movie was dedicated to the loving memory of Angus Cloud, which was very nice of them to dedicate this film to Angus Cloud, since he worked on the film before his death. He also he also did a voiceover in the other 2024 movie release called the Garfield movie. Yeah, the Garfield movie, which was also dedicated to his memory. And the bonus features on Abigail include deleted and extended scenes, a gag reel becoming a ballerina vampire, feature commentary, and more. Yeah, because I can see how people have been saying that this is like one of the good horror films that came out this year, and I will say it's also one of my favorite horror films that came out this year as well. Yeah, because it's great. So overall, Abigail was a great horror movie from 2024, and I'm gonna give Abigail 4 stars out of 5. So yeah, if you haven't seen Abigail yet, and if you want to wait for the Halloween spooky season this October, then I highly recommend checking this one out. Yeah, it's great. Alright guys, so that's my review on Abigail, and that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.